Hey there and welcome back to Dakota News Now. It is now time for another edition of Owning Your Outdoors. Joining me is Doug Schroeder from Lewis. And Doug, looks like we're talking about peonies today.
Yes, not an ordinary peony. It's the Ito peonies. They're kind of a garden star the last few years. People are loving them. They're not your grandmother's peony. They are actually a cross between a herbaceous peony and a tree peony. And benefits of this is that becomes bush-like. You know, the old-fashioned peonies, you get a rain or something and they lay on the ground and you had to ring them up. These here, because of the cross with the tree peony, will stay upright. And throughout the whole season, after they're done blooming, you'll have beautiful foliage throughout the whole year.
So with the cross between the two, is there anything different that we have to do with them?
No, with them you'll want to use a slow release fertilizer, a balanced one, a 10-10-10, something like that at the beginning of the season. And I like to give them a little bit of shot of water in the spring and then just check them ever so often and make sure that they're moist, not drowning.
Are we talking full sun, part sun?
Full sun to part shade. They will adapt to a little bit of shade, but they do need a good amount of sun. They will take wind, and in South Dakota, you know, we have a lot of wind.
Yep.
So that's another benefit to this garden star of ours. So when planting, you always want to look at the tag, but I recommend amending the soil first. Organic material is always a good thing to get into the ground. We have so much clay in this area, which causes things not to drain well. And we want to get that soil a little looser so it does drain and give it some organic material to feed off throughout the year.
And you want to make sure that you're doing everything that you can to make sure that these plants thrive, which means insect control.
Yes, insect control. Great point, Aaron. Right now there is an influx of insects in our area. Just check any plants that you've maybe purchased. We spray all the time. If you're going to spray at night or evening so the bees aren't active, and be very bee conscious. But there are aphids, there's been thrip in the area, so be conscious of insects. Also, right now is a great time you get your grub X down, or something to protect your yard from grubs and insects that may start showing the damage in a few months.
All right, Doug, any more tips that you have for these peonies?
No, enjoy them. It comes in so many colors: coral, pinks, yellows. And the blooms can actually be 8 inches apart, 8 inches wide. So they're a beautiful addition to any landscape.
Nice, big and bright, right?
Yes.
All right, Doug, thank you so much for all the tips here today. We're going to have all this information online at dakotanewsnow.com after the show, but make sure you stick around. We have FastCast right after this break.